Hello, everyone. My name is Ruva, and for the last 9 years, I have been working on topics related to sustainability, especially how it can be used by companies as a value driver. And today I'm here to talk to you about chocolate. So if you can bring up the slide. So what you see right there is a fruit most popularly known as cocoa. Some of you call it the cocoa pod. If you're a little bit advanced, you probably call it the cocoa fruit. But by the end of the day, we will know it all as the cacao fruit. Now, cacao fruit comes in different colors, as different as the pods you have today. But if you open it up, this is what you see inside. So at the center, you have the seeds, most commonly known as the beans. And surrounding the seeds, you have what is known as the pulp, this white flesh surrounding the seed. And then you have the peel. So if you look at the seeds, they make up about 30% of the fruit. The pulp makes up 25%, and the peel makes up the remaining 45%. So all this while, when you think about the world of chocolate, we've been using just 30% of the fruit. Now, I work for a brand called Cabosse Naturals. Cabosse Naturals is actually a part of the Barry Callebaut group. And our focus is looking at the 70% and seeing what we can make out of it. Now, the nice thing is that that 70% or the 100% is actually a very rich fruit. So if you look at the cacao fruit and you look at what sets it apart, there are three main things we like to talk about. So first is the taste. I don't know if you all had the chance. OK, I can do this now. So how many of you had a chance to try the cacao fruit juice today in the morning? Please scream.
Or the tea.
Or the tea. Exactly. Now, if you tried it, or if you didn't try it, don't worry, you'll have a chance. Later on, you will have a chance to taste the cacao fruit. But what you probably realize is that it tastes nothing like chocolate. It's a completely different taste. You have more sweet notes, also combined with a bit of sour notes. When we've asked consumers, they've described it as a fresh, fruity taste. So nothing like chocolate, completely fruit, which is why it's so important that we emphasize the fruit part of cacao fruit. The second thing is the good for me. And this mostly comes from how we process the fruit at Cabosse Naturals when we are making ingredients out of it, and I'll tell you a little bit about that. But we really emphasize on the naturalness of the ingredients, the simplicity of the ingredients. We're not adding any sort of like additives or preservatives, so really all 100% natural. And then the third thing, which is very interesting, is the good for the planet, as well as good for its people. So you can imagine that we now look at a fruit. Before, we were thinking, oh, we take it for 30%, but now we look at it for its entirety, so really making the most of a fruit that was used not so much before, and we were talking about making more with less. That's the whole concept, and we call that concept upcycling, looking at waste and turning it into something of value. So we are doing more and being resourceful with what nature gives us. And on the other side, think about the cocoa farmer who takes time to grow the fruit and was just harvesting it to sell beans. By the way, a cocoa tree takes 5 years to grow. So quite a long time, not 80, but 5, still a long time. To use just 30% of it is not that efficient. So now the farmer grows the fruit and is able to make money out of all parts of the fruit. So you have that element that's also good for the people who are depending on what the planet gives them. So what are we making from the parts of the pulp and the peel? We're making ingredients, the juice which you tried, the pulp, but also the concentrate, which we'll also have a time to use to try up when we are done. And we're really trying to make the most of what cacao fruit is providing to us. And you will see it in applications like chocolate, but that's not where it only ends. You can also use it in beverage and in ice cream. So we are really challenging ourselves. How can we use innovation to make something that is sustainable? And that's what we do at Cabosse Naturals. Thank you.